Hello, everyone, and welcome to Katy, Texas. We're here at Lake George Trail in Cinco Ranch. I'm going to show you this quickly. And it's approximately 1.9 miles or 2 miles, as the marker says over there. This pretty famous trail here in the Cinco Ranch area of Katy. So this is it, Lake George. There's a lot of lakes, but this one is probably the nicest one and where most people come to. And it's got like a fitness court here, as you can see. And there's the lake. And I'm gonna show you the sign first. Cinco Ranch. While enjoying the trail, be respectful and courteous of other trail users. Stay to the right and no more than two side by side. No more than two people. Okay, what if you have two and a dog? Good question. Pets must be on a leash and close to pet owner. Cyclists should slow down and yield to pedestrians. Cyclists should. They should, but will they? That's the question right there. Warn trail users when passing them with a bell or call out. Listen for audible signals and be aware of your surroundings. Please do not block the trail. No motorized vehicles allowed on the trails. No alcohol or grass containers allowed. Which makes sense. You don't want to, have the park get messy. And there's some ducks and fish and rabbits and frogs and other creatures, crickets probably, and ants, other kinds of bugs moving around amongst humans around the trail. Right now it looks really nice with the clouds like that. And in the distance you can see some houses. They're not exactly the smallest houses either of this area. Actually some of the bigger ones. Yeah, so let's keep moving on. And they got some benches you could sit on and relax. Just sit down there and enjoy the views. There's some ducks, like I said earlier, around down there. They're always looking for food. But I'm not sure if they discourage people from bringing any bread or whatever to feed the fish and the ducks and the other animals that are around. I'm not sure. But I would think they wouldn't want that. But then again, who feeds them? Does the city of Katy do it? I'm not sure. There's a swimming pool over here. You can't see it because the sun is so bright. Kind of blinding actually, as I'm walking around now. As you can see, it's very nice surroundings here. And these rocks placed here, I'm not sure if they put them for like exercising, to jump on them or what, or just for looks. But either way, they're there. And the thing looks like for water, but I'm not sure if it's just for looks or it was actually useful. This whole park isn't that old, so it wouldn't have anything that old here from those times that they needed the well to get water out of it like that. But so I would think it's more for design. They got pet west stations, and there is my long shadow. You can see some beautiful homes around here. These aren't as big as the ones I was showing you from the distance. Those are like really ridiculous big. And some people exercising and stuff. Walking. Just like I am right now. And as I'm doing this, it's about 62 degrees out here. And for those of you wondering what date it is, it's right before Thanksgiving. Well, several days before it. It's November 24th. See, there's a nice house there too. November 24th, 2024. But I would assume even doing this couple of years from now, it's going to somewhat look the same too. Around this. See, there's more markers. Quarter mile. 1 3/4 mile. There's somebody jogging. So yeah, most of the year, the climate here is very warm and humid. So even though this park is here, people do come out in the heat and the high humidity and still enjoy it out here. But it's obviously nicer if it's nicer weather. There's those homes now. Look a little bit closer. Yeah. I'm showing you around Lake George. So if you ever come by to Katy, Texas, or Houston actually, and come westbound, you can come to Katy, and Lake George is here. I guess for sightseeing you could do it and exercise while you're at it. And like I was saying, Katy is just west of Houston, maybe about, depending what part of Houston, about an hour away or less. Maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes if you're west of Houston. Even less than that. The very west side of Houston. And look, there's an island there in the middle. Right there. That's an island. So there's water on both sides of it. I mean, all angles, all parts of it, actually. Yeah. And as you walk or run around or jog or whatever, they got these nice houses all around. They got a swimming pool and a water feature right there, hot tub probably, jacuzzi, I don't know. You name it, they got it around here. But yeah, we'll continue. So it's a very nice public park here. I like it. Especially when the weather is like more feasible to be able to walk around without sweating a gallon of your body fluids off. Although it's probably, you could lose weight doing it that way too. But yeah. Look at that. Looks like a ring in the lake right there. You see that? Okay. Interesting. Inside the water. And more homes and stuff. More distance from here. From the walking trail. There go some birds, or ducks actually. They were flying pretty high. And people have a lot of dogs and stuff in these homes next to the lake. Look at these. I guess these are some ballards because they're bigger. Let's see if they come closer. If they think you got food, they'll come. Look. Which I don't, but for video purposes, we'll fake them out. Come here, look. Do I have food? See, I'm not telling you I have food. I'm saying, do I have food? Psst, 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 psst. Whack, whack, whack. Oh, they don't want to come too close, I guess. I don't know if they could smell food or they look for it in your hand or what. But either way, they didn't come too close. There's this angle of the lake now. The trail goes around, so it's going to go around like this. I'm going to go around that way too. But this is actual street here. Right there. Going by the trail of this lake. So, oh look, somebody put their jacket on this tree. But as you can see, has nice scenery here. There's my shadow again, putting up a thumbs up in the shadow and in the video, like I want for the video. Yeah, please give a thumbs up, because it helps a lot with the video to get out to more people to watch. Because they probably, if you're enjoying watching this, Lake George, they probably will like it too. So it'd be nice. Look at this, like a gazebo here. Permanently installed into constructed. And there's another sign with those same rules here, like a Cinco Ranch for Lake George. Remember what I read you in the beginning of the video? While enjoying the trail, such and such, such and such, such and such. Give you a lot of rules. See what it says here, this sign. Lakes and parks are for your enjoyment. Please keep these areas clean. Fishing is catch and release only. No boating, swimming, or wading. Or wading. That's an interesting term. Caution, alligators and snakes. And yes, there are alligators and there are snakes, so you gotta be careful. Cinco Southwest 1 utility districts. And there is somebody's Tesla. Anybody like Teslas? Let me know in the comments if you like Tesla or not. I think this one is the nicest looking one out of, well, it kind of looks weird actually, but it's still nicer than the other, like the sedan or whatever, in my opinion. There's somebody on their bicycle moving around. Look. And there's that street, goes all the way down that way too. The sidewalks there. And the trail of the park continue going this way. There's another house there. Here's a nice view from, a nice angle of this lake from here. And of course, this is a man-made lake. So That means they have dug up the ground to make that lower and have water in it while making everything else, like the build of the houses and everything, way higher. So that when it does rain heavily and the flooding won't affect these homes getting flooded because they were built way up high compared to down there. So even in a major flooding event, they should be okay, these homes. Look, they got nice swimming pools and stuff in these homes. Here's some more benches. Put 3 of them here under these trees and everything with shade, I guess, mostly. And you can sit and enjoy the views like that. Good morning. And we continue. Oh, there's some ducks swimming there. Look at that. Having a relaxing swim in the water. And we continue. So far, most of this walk, if you noticed, I've been in the shade. I don't like to walk in the sun necessarily, especially while doing a video. Because not only you warm up a lot when you're walking in the sun, but it's bad for the camera, depending which angle the sun is hitting. It could be blinding on the camera or the lens. And for the viewers later. Oh, look at this. This house got a nice gazebo there. And then the trail can go, you can go this way or you can go this way and then lead back that way. Or you can go that way. That's the coming towards this Lake George from there. I got a little bridge thing. That's a walkable bridge, not like for vehicles or anything like that. And we continue. Yeah, I don't think I want to walk all the way around the whole 2 miles. Not because I don't necessarily want to walk like that, but it's because we'll be in the sun the most if I do that. So what I'll do, let me show you this. There's a bench again here. It's pretty nice from this angle also. There's the island I was talking about right there. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so because of the sun, I don't want to walk necessarily too much that way, so I'm gonna stay mainly in the shade by going around this trail this way. Otherwise, we would have to go on that bridge, cross over, and then walk that way to the other side of the lake. So, being that we're gonna stay on this side mainly, and mostly because of the sun, we'll be in the shade and have kind of similar views as we did before. Except for, like, of course, joggers and people walking by and stuff. And some of these people run a lot. Like, they'll go, even though it's almost 2 miles, they'll do like 4 or 5 laps. So that's almost like a half marathon. Some of them will do almost on a regular basis. But I guess they do run marathons. Some of them that run that much too, you would assume. See, from here, this is a nice angle also because it's high up. Then you see the lake way down there. Now in Katy, Texas, and Houston region actually, all of southeast Texas, you typically don't have too many hills. And definitely you don't have mountains, but you don't have too many hills either. So a view like this is even kind of rare here, that like you're so high up compared to the lake, for example, a good 20, 30 feet higher. So because southeast Texas, most of it is very flat. And that's another reason when it pours hard and it floods very easily here. What they call flash flooding, I guess. Get out of someone's way, they're running pretty fast. See, even though we're walking the same areas, it looks like you're looking at a different place because going this way, the sights are a little bit different from before. See that? Sometimes I'm being quiet, so I notice sometimes some of the viewers say, I wish you would talk less. But it's not a silent type video, you know? I guess I could do it that way too, which I don't talk at all, but some people enjoy that, but some get bored of it watching that. So at least this way you have some kind of a interaction or semi-interaction with me talking, at least some kind of dialogue for the video. So if I don't say nothing, it's like okay, you're just watching. There's that Tesla again. Hello, good morning. And somebody with their car. And as you can see, it's a fairly quiet neighborhood here. Other than it being the park here. Yeah, you don't have massive amount of traffic like on the street. You gotta be careful sometimes though. That looks like a little bit of dirt, but it could get slippery walking on that. Especially when it's wet, it's like mud. Once again, like that, the dirt collects over there, and if it's wet, You could slip on it if you're walking, especially jogging on it. You slip very easily and you could get hurt, so you got to be careful. There's the island again. Zoom inside.
89.
There's obviously no swimming allowed in this lake, but some people I know wonder about that, you know, especially watching on video. How come nobody's swimming in it? Because it's not allowed. It'd be a fast way of getting yourself in a lot of trouble if you do, or you attempt to. Plus, it's probably not the cleanest type lake to be swimming in. I'm not even sure if they filter it, or has filters to clean the water, or how they manage it. But I'm sure they do something though. Long term, you would think it would smell really bad if you never do anything with it, especially since it's not natural. Whew. There's a squirrel there running towards the tree. It's right by the tree right there. See it? If I go closer, it's gonna run. You always do.
Then, bag went me. Cloth more.
See, the sun is very blinding.
I thought it was red. I thought it was this.
So that's what I was talking about. I don't want to walk in the sun direction of the sun, at least not too long. Even if I wasn't making a video, but even more so when I'm making a video, you don't want the sun to be in it too much. Yes, the viewers can't see much, that's why. Uh-oh. And even on this little bridge thing, look, you got to be careful. See how it stays wet compared to the rest of the ground? And then it gets slippery if there's any kind of mud like that on it. So you got to be very cautious walking on this. Also, when it's like freezing temperatures, it stays icy on the wooden type material there. I'm not even sure if it's real wood or what it's made out of, but it gets very slippery.
We talked about cutting public spending.
So you got to be careful with that. There's that fitness court or whatever it's called right there. That's where we pretty much started the video, over there. And more than likely, I'll probably be ending the video soon. But before I do, if you haven't already, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, and comment letting me know how you like this video, and share this out with your friends and family. You'd be surprised how much of a difference it makes. See the fitness court presented by, let me see, what did it say? So, fitness court presented by National Fitness Campaign, Building Healthy Communities, Cinco Southwest Municipal Utility Districts, and then that says Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, official campaign sponsor in Texas. And then you have these things. If you want to read it, I guess you put your feet there and do like the sign says, and you hold on to these things, these rings. And then each one is for something different. And that one's like that. Put your feet up and hold these rings. Pretty interesting. You must be at least 14 years old to use the fitness court. So they don't want anybody too young to be there. Look, you grab that and do pull-ups or push-up. Well, pull-ups with it. And then you have these rings. And these, grab, I guess. Pull yourself up. And then these things, I guess, are for jumping up and down. Somebody left their bottles. I guess that was that group that was here earlier talking. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Especially if you watched the whole video all the way through. And hopefully see you on the next one. Thanks again.